Hi, Mischief Wizard here, and I've always wondered how my time affects my partner's time, or how my partner's time affects my time with Bughouse. Sometimes I feel like I'm pre-moving, going so fast, and yet I'm a minute behind. And I've been trying to work out who to blame. So this simulator will actually show you what happens. Let's suppose, well, the first thing that I've discovered is that your time impacts both boards equally. So if you're behind, you and your partner are going to have the exact same deficit. So over here, let's say that your opponent is 3 seconds per move, you're 3 seconds per move, your partner's 2 seconds per move, and your partner's opponent is 2 seconds per move. And here are the clocks, and here is the time that you are up. And if it goes red, then you're down. So I'll accelerate this at 5 seconds per second. Here we go. So you see that right here, our clocks are all equal. And that's because we're split evenly here and we're split evenly here. So if we change this and my average time per move is 4 seconds, we just ran out. Let's try it again. Already we're in deficit by 1 second, 2 seconds. So at 30 seconds, we're at 2 seconds behind. And at 60 seconds, 5 seconds behind. But note that both of us are equally behind. So me being 1 second slower than my partner, or actually taking up 50% of our total time, is what's resulted in a deficit on both boards. So I find that fascinating. Also, if your partner is slower than everyone else, then that's going to create a deficit on both boards. So it could be their fault. And it tells you who sucks at the end. You suck like Bug Hug. So the second thing is you don't have to play faster than your partner's up. It's true that our clock has to be faster than our partner up's clock, but we're just the way to do that is not necessarily to play faster than your partner's up. You got to play fast, but let's try this. I'm going to play at 2.5 seconds per move, which is just faster than my op. Note that I'm slower than my partner. In fact, let's say because I'm a total lobby, so let's say I'm playing at 4 seconds per move and my partner's at 3.5 seconds per move. Let's try that out. Whoops, so I'm doing that the wrong way around. I'm at 3.5, just slightly faster than my opposition. So you'll see here that even though I'm at 3.5, my partner's op is at 2, say he's like 1600 and I'm 1200, I'm playing slower than him, but my clock is ahead of his. Which is really good to know. So when your partner's op is like 500 points higher than you, you don't have to play as fast as them at all. So that brings the question, so we're 5 seconds ahead on time, both of us, because I'm playing just slightly faster than my partner. Now, the question that arises then is, how is our time ahead, which is this number here, this is the time that I'm ahead of my partner's up. How is it calculated? Is it my speed relative to my partner's up? Well, we've found out not really. Is it my speed relative to my up? Well, in this case, yes. But here's the exact formula, I'll tell you. What you want to do is calculate, well, and you wouldn't calculate this, but it's just interesting to know that my percentage of the total time on this board taken up is 47%. That's 3.5 divided by the total, 7.5. So calculate your ratio of the total time on your board, and mine's 47%. Over here, the partner's opposition is taking up 50% of the total time on this board. Total time is 4 seconds per move, so we got 50% is his ratio. Now, because my ratio is smaller than his, we're up. So the formula is actually to take 50% minus my ratio, 47%, and multiply it by the number of seconds, which is 3 times 60, that's 180, plus 30, that's 210. 6.3 compared to 7 seconds on the simulator. And this isn't exact because we're going in increments of 5. So you see this formula actually works. So just in case you're interested, it's the ratios that matter. So what your partner does totally affects your time behind, and what you do totally affects his time behind, and it's your ratio has to be lower than your partner ops ratio for you to stay ahead. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. I'm a total geek, and that's Bug.